Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I'm Nye. Running solo today as usual, and we're going to go ahead and do a normal random run with Cain again? Okay, look, I like Cain. I really do. But that's like the third time we've randomed Cain. But we had a random, then I chose him to finish Greed mode. Okay, we'll do Samson. Yeah, you know, I love Cain. He's fun. But at some point, I need to be playing as other people. Okay, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it? Let's go see if we can get rid of the spawner over here. Get that out of the way. Wonderful. Okay. So we got a Samson run. We can go any way we really want to with this run. I have not yet completed anything with Samson. So, the Hush is definitely on the table. We also have, nice. Wish I had a key for that. We also have, Mega Satan on the table. Oh, come on. At least that's my damage, right? Yeah, I thought the same thing. So, left in a comment recently was a comment that, someone was responding to the fact that I hate red health runs. That I consider a lot of red health to be worthless. Someone commented that if you have something like blood rights on Samson, that lots of red health becomes good. That's true. The thing is, though, is that what you just said is that if you have, I mean, also we could say the Razor as well. I mean, you could go either way with that. But what that just says to you is that if you have one of or two of like 400 items, that the item suddenly becomes good. And that's not really good odds. 2 out of 400 is kind of low. So, you know, we definitely want something better than 2 out of 400. The problem is, it's just, red health is just typically inferior. We have a lot of really good combos that work with not having red health. Things like, Whore of Babylon. There's that new devil item that allows you to gain flying. I think it's a damage up if you have no red health, among other things. Take a free Mask of Infamy. Well, not free, but so it's one of those things. Like, yes, having red health can be helpful, but it's typically not gonna be. And having red health means that you're more likely to take damage to red hearts, because obviously you have red hearts. Which also means that you're more likely to lose your deal with the devil. The good thing about red hearts is that you're able to refill them. So, you know, that's always a good thing. Refill your red hearts, be able to keep yourself going. So if you're a person like me that takes a lot of damage, yeah, that's a benefit. Definitely. At the end of the day, just red hearts are not helpful. We don't really want them. I wish I had something to make that battery work. We're going to have a run with the famine today. So we'll be getting our cube of meat. We have a little bit of damage up based on having taken damage a little bit earlier with Bloody Lust going on. So I suppose that's helping us out. Go ahead and just pop this real quick over here. It did turn out to be a spider. That's fine. Just want to be able to use this lovely fact that I can break rocks to my advantage. Make sure that I am hitting as much as I can. Wow, he lasted in horse mode for quite a while. So the lack of Spirit Heart is unfortunate. It's going to make it a little bit harder to get a deal with the devil next floor. Hopefully we'll get a Spirit Heart on the next floor. Under thighs isn't helping us all that much either, making us significantly slower. Let's get rid of that. There we go. If I remember correctly, Samson's base damage is pretty lackluster based on the fact that he does have Bloody Lust, so we got to worry about our damage right now. It's fine. Just means that we might not be moving particularly effectively fast here. So hitting Hush, if we don't get some really good damage really fast, may be unlikely. But if that's the case, we'll see if we can hit towards a Mega Satan win instead. And all of a sudden, Thunder Thighs just paid for itself. Yes, I may be moving slow, but I get benefits like that. So let's go ahead and trail these guys, trying not to take any red heart damage right here, because this is where I'm most likely to take red heart damage, is in a room like this, where I have tons of enemies to deal with, that I've got to kite around. I love that phrase, kite. Well, that word in this context. First started a long time ago when I was playing Final Fantasy XI, didn't have any idea what they were talking about. Luckily, I was not the one who had to kite in that. And kiting, for those who don't play that type of game, is where you run in one direction and have a monster kind of following you from behind. There's a luck up penny, awesome. You've kind of a monster following you from behind, and the idea is to stay away from it and deal damage to it, or cause it to kind of run after you while you get away. Good way to beat certain bosses, to, you know, if they have additional enemies that follow you, stuff like that, by kiting. I don't think I'm going to be able to get away without taking damage on this. Come on. Yeah, there was nothing doing. So we're not going to be getting our deal with the devil, unfortunately, on this floor. Is there a way I could have done that? I mean, I could have just... Could I push it out of the way, maybe? I don't know. We still haven't gotten any spirit hearts. So curse the tower. So obviously, so talk about the items that we have right now. So Thunder Thighs. Thunder Thighs says I move slower, but I get to walk on rocks, destroy them, as you've seen me doing, kind of on the regular throughout this run so far. We have Mask of Infamy, which says that occasionally shots from the front just simply won't hit me. That kind of sucked. Dropped that just before we died. Thunder Thighs making me move rather slow, unfortunately. We have Bloody Lust, which is the Samson starting item, which says as I take damage, that increases my base damage. So I start doing more and more damage as time moves on. We also have the Cube of Meat, which is going to rotate around me, occasionally blocking shots, which is kind of awesome. Then lastly, at the moment, we have the Curse the Tower, or whatever it is. Now, Curse the Tower is a interesting item that I don't actually particularly care for. It says that as I kind of play through, if I get hit, I'm going to be dropping multiple bombs, which can then hurt enemies. I think they also might seek on enemies. Only downside to this is that they could also hurt me. Should probably also show you guys the seed. Q0F7LHRV if you want to go ahead and join me on this run and see if you can play better than I can. Chances are yes. Okay, so we're immediately going to take There's Options from the shop. As we play through the game, as we play through bosses, we will be giving one additional boss item choice, allowing me to choose kind of what I want out of any given boss. Pretty great item. I'm a big fan of There's Options. So also There's More Options in the game, which gives you an additional choice, I believe, but I haven't had a chance to actually pick that one up yet and actually see what it does. Typically, I pick it up towards the end of the run. PhD back there would be another great pickup, making all pills, if not good, at least not bad. So, for example, this one, I would love to be able to get that PhD before I take this pill. Also, automatically identifies any pill, refills my health to full, if I remember correctly, or at least gives you maybe 4 health. And in addition to that, says that when you play blood banks, you get 1 additional coin every time you play them. My voice is still not quite recovered from the cold I've had previously. And then, of course, I do have Petrified Poop. Okay, this is a room I don't like. I do, of course, have Petrified Poop. Petrified Poop giving me increased drop chance of stuff off of every poop I break. Unfortunately, it came pretty late after I had done kind of most of my poop drops. Most floors do not have the poop spawning chance that the basement does. So I have not taken red heart damage to Monstro. Hopefully I will not. We are pretty close to the end of the fight. And if I don't take damage from it, which I didn't, there's a chance I could get my deal with the devil. which I did. Choices are between Cracker Jacks, which gives me an extra health plus a trinket, and Matchstick, which gives me, I think, Black Heart plus, I think 3 bombs. Let's go see what my deal with the devil's gonna be. We're gonna get Krampus. Could be good. So I don't actually care which item he gives me, though I do have a preference for the lump of coal in Krampus's case. Okay, so there's the Curse of the Tower taking effect. Lump of coal is our drop. It's going to give me a damage up. We're going to go ahead and take Cracker Jacks. This is actually better. Lump of coal is going to give me a damage up with based on how far my shots fly. Now, Petrified Poop is kind of awesome because it says Poop has a higher chance to drop items. However, Shiny Rock says that every time I break any rock, we gain +1 coins, or at least 1 coin drops. As you can tell, this is going to be a much better item for us, given that I'm able to break whatever I want. Let's go ahead and just knock Paralysis out, just get that out of the way, and we'll take another health up. I'm not going to go and maximize this floor too much. We're already at 10 minutes. I do have stuff I have to do. 10 minutes on floor 2 is not really good. We're actually 5 minutes over our boss rush timing. We do have Curse the Labyrinth. Curse the Labyrinth is going to suck for a couple of reasons. The main reason we do not want Curse the Labyrinth right now is because I do not have any Spirit Hearts whatsoever. So if I take any damage, we are going to lose our one and only boss chance for this floor. Or not boss chance, we're going to have boss no matter what. We're going to lose our one and only deal with the devil chance. We only get 1 deal with the devil chance on a XL floor. I got to be very careful in this room. Damn it. And there it is. Got to be very careful in this room because I can break these mushrooms by walking over them. The problem with that is that some mushrooms like to explode, and I do not want to take damage from that. Now, there is a... Well, I probably should do it anyways, right? Because we've reached a point where I've already taken red heart damage. Therefore, my deal with the devil chance is actually lower than usual, so I probably should take the quick chance to break some stuff, get some extra pills. Bombs Are Key is actually going to be a better pill than you might expect, getting me back up to 5 keys. Let's go ahead and break some more stuff. Yep, there's the explosion. Something did explode in my face. There's another one. Let the bombs do their work. Mostly getting me a lot of money, which is fantastic. Gonna get a pretty fly, giving me another orbital so I can defend myself. And we're gonna get Glass Cannon. Glass Cannon is a great item, so is Lucky Rock. The problem is that it has a significant chance it's gonna hurt me back. So I've got to really decide, do I want to go with Glass Cannon or do I want to leave it? So Glass Cannon fires off a gigantic Mega Tier. Does a fantastic amount of damage. It has piercing. The problem is it reduces me directly to 1/2 of a heart. Also removes any Spirit Hearts that I may have. On a Red Heart run, this could be okay. And if I have any way to defend myself, like, say... I don't know, what's a good example? Let's get a bunch of money here real quick. If I have a item like... I'm totally blanking on this. Crap. What is it? The freaking shield. Holy Mantle. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. If I have a Holy Mantle or something like that, it could be a useful item because all of a sudden the damage that I take is a little bit less important. But I don't have that right now. So my option is to use this thing and reduce myself down to like a full... If I pop a bomb right here, I can still get that. I could go down to half a Red Heart, potentially, and potentially die, or I could just not use it. So it's a big question of, when do I use this item? Do I use this item? I'm gonna hold on to it just in case, because it's a decent item. Like, it's not bad. The damage output of it is pretty fantastic on anything that's not, let's say, the Hush. But in general, just not an amazing item to just randomly use. Luck Up's pretty awesome. Probably was a luck down pill if I had to guess before we got our PhD, which is another reason why the PhD is so awesome. Got a lot of money. This is fantastic. There's a Spirit Heart. Finally. It's like the third tinted rock we've opened. So Spider Butt. I'm gonna stick with Glass Cannon. Spider Butt does a small amount of damage to all enemies on the screen while applying a slow effect to them for a very short period of time. It's on a pretty short cooldown. I want to say only 2 rooms. Okay, we want to turn around because we do want to go and hit up our shop real quick, especially with how much money we have. We're not going to be making boss rush. We're just not fast enough. Let's go see if we can find our shop somewhere. We do have a decent amount of damage. We have taken some damage. So that's the thing. Could hope that we got a arcade on this floor as well. Not incredibly likely, but you know, we did have come into this floor with a decent amount of well, there, that's happening. We did come to this floor with a decent amount of money, so there's a chance that we could get it. We're already up to 81 cents. It's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and grab Chaos. So Chaos says that none of the item pools are held to items any longer. So any item could show up in any room, which is pretty awesome. We could get a deal with the angel item anywhere, or deal with the devil item anywhere for that matter. So this is gonna hopefully be a breaking run, potentially. I don't know if that's something we're gonna be able to actually pull off. We're gonna try. Went over Blue Candle over Glass Cannon because I think it's just a better option. The damage is not quite as good, but at the same time, I also do not lose basically all of my health just from using it. Gonna continuing to get tons of money. Probably want to drop it into my shop at the same time. I might not need to. That was just really stupid damage. Didn't even realize there were spikes there. I was just kind of walking. More pennies. What we're looking for really with the pennies is a lucky penny. That's why I'm trying to pick up the majority of them, just so I can maybe get a lucky penny, increase my luck stat, cause any proc effects to be more likely to drop, more likely to hit. Awesome. We have plenty of items, plenty of stuff. I kind of don't want to explore the rest of the floor, but at the same time, I kind of do. See if I can get maybe something out of the rest of the floor. I don't know. I should be breaking all these rocks for the hopes of getting a crawl space, but that's a little bit too much work for me right now. Especially with this incredibly slow movement speed that we're using. That's helpful. So this should be a pretty easy room to not take damage on. There's a lucky penny. Hopefully get some more of those. Remember, our luck stat is what decides if I get a lucky penny or not. Yeah, we're gonna break that. Just didn't feel like playing a lot on this. So basically what I'm looking for a boss trap room, I'm looking for an arcade, I'm looking for a curse room. I'm basically looking for just any random room that could show up, could give me a little bit of benefit. We are moving really slowly, but that is really our only downside to this run so far. So I'm going to have trouble dodging certain attacks and stuff like that, but that's about the only downside to this run so far. We have a ton of damage, ton of good stuff going on. Like, this is a good run. Really? No lucky pennies? Wow. I am discouraged. Don't really want that key or that penny. We have plenty of keys, plenty of pennies. Got more pennies than I know what to do with. Very unlikely that I'm going to be getting a deal with the devil on this floor, unfortunately. Not only do we get a deal with the devil the last floor, but also I've taken a crap ton of damage. I don't think the game really cares how much damage I've taken, just the fact that I have taken damage. Not sure where we're going to find the top secret room. I'm going to go ahead and drop a bomb right here on the off chance it's there. It wasn't. So we're going to go ahead and leave. The Stain being my first boss shouldn't be too much problem. Especially given that we have 2 orbitals. So there's some damage. Stain goes down like a champ. Gonna go ahead and take Celtic Cross. And Widow's gonna die. Probably like a chump. Got that right there. Take out half a widow. Take out the other half a widow. No deal with the devil, but we're going to go ahead and take a free guppy item. And we're going to leave. Blue candle, I think, is probably going to be better. Flies, probably good as guppy. Our damage is pretty heavy, but it's just not worth it to me. And that was chaos, showing you that now the deal with the devil is not amazingly necessary to still get amazing items. Really don't need to worry about the deal with the devil too much. We really do want to see if we can get a breaking run. If we can. Unfortunately, I do not have any of the tools at my disposal at the moment. Really, the big tools that we want right now are restock. If I could get restock, we'd be having a pretty spectacular day right now. Nothing? Okay. Now, it's not particularly likely that we'll get restock because I did get chaos, so we have broken the shops at this point. Thank you. Just pop directly to our item room, where we get Fear Shot. I'm not going to pretend that's a particularly nice option. Almost any other item would have been better than Fear Shot. Enemies just tend to act particularly erratically when you have Fear Shot on. And I like my enemies to act like I like them to act. I want them to act according to their prescriptive programming because it makes it easier for me to know what to do about them. So instead of popping where he was supposed to, that ghost decided to pop a little bit over there, made it harder for me to get to. Just a little bit annoying. I have no idea how I didn't take damage for so long in that area. Our damage is okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. It's gonna get better the more damage I take. Oh, come on. How did I use that? I pressed spacebar, not Q. I pressed spacebar to fire that. What happened? And where did my heart go? Oh, I picked it up. Okay. Wow, that was weird. So that cost me all of my health. I'm amazed I didn't die. Okay, I want to kind of avoid walking on that creep because it's going to slow me down. And I don't need to be slowed down. I'm already slow enough. Looking for our shop right now. That's all I'm looking for. We're pretty much done with this floor already. Still no secret, or still no tinted rocks. You'll notice that the head right here is acting all kinds of weird. It's not acting the way it's supposed to. It's Fear Shot. That's why I don't like it. Please, no greed. Thank you. So we got butt bombs and lucky foot. So going back over some of the items I've picked up since we last spoke about items. Got Small Rock in there. Small Rock just says that I'd get a damage upgrade. It's a pretty decent one, too. It's a +1 damage. I forget how good that is, but it's pretty good. We also picked up Chaos, as I said. Chaos just kind of says that any item can be picked up from anywhere, as like that's different from the normal pools. Typically, like an Angel Room item can only be picked up from an Angel Room, right? Well, now they can be picked up from just about anywhere. You also have Celtic Cross. So Celtic Cross gives me a chance upon taking a hit that I will then gain a shield that will protect me, Polaroid style, for a very short period of time, preventing me from taking damage. The chance Celtic Cross will proc its effect is based on how much luck I already have. Because we have fairly high luck, there's a fairly high chance it'll take effect, so it's a pretty good pickup for me. Fear Shot, Mom's Perfume, just says that my enemies, when I shoot them, have a chance of getting feared. The chance that they'll get feared is based on my luck. So once again, we have a luck effect. I have fairly high luck, so it's working out in my favor. Speaking of luck, we also picked up the Luck Foot, which also just increases my luck. Not a huge effect there. Waiting for that creep to go away. There we go. We then picked up Butt Bombs, and Butt Bombs say that my bombs drop a fart effect on the entire room every time I use a bomb. That fart effect is going to cause damage to all enemies in the room, as well as potentially causing confusion. This is going to synergize really well with the curse that we're the curse of the tower that we're under. Okay, so this is pretty good. Except it isn't. Oh well. Apparently that counts as taking damage. I was going to hope that we were going to be able to spend a lot of health at him, potentially get an item. But wasn't going to happen. Not in the cards. That's fine. Not tremendously important there. Our damage is pretty nice right now. And there's another luck up. Wonderful. Gonna go ahead and Magician up here, and we're gonna drop a fire on him and hopefully deal a ton of damage to him. Dealt some decent amounts of damage, but not the major damage I was really hoping for off of Blue Candle. Boss is dead, drops a Dingle, Dingle's dead, and we are going to finish this fight in a pretty decent amount of time. Was not expecting to get that deal with the devil. I'm gonna hold off on these items for a moment. I will spend... Not gonna buy Transcendence. Gonna pick up Demon Baby. It's just a decent item. People are just gonna agree with me, but I think it's better than Bob's Brain. I don't like the fact that I could take damage on Bob's Brain. We're already very likely to take damage. Bob's Brain would have caused me to shoot out a projectile every so often. That would be a on-touch explosion. Very high chance of dealing damage to me if I am not really good at dropping the explosion where I want to drop it. Problem is, I'm not very good at dropping the explosion where I want to drop it. Could blow up my face, very, very likely. So I don't really like taking Bob's Brain. It does lead to the Bob transformation, which causes you to be immune to bombs. It would also synergize pretty well with my Butt Bombs effect, because Butt Bombs will actually, in fact, work with Bob's Brain. It is an explosion. It is sourced by me, so it causes a Butt Bomb effect. Just not worth it, I don't think. Demon Baby, I'm a little bit more happy with. Neither item was amazing, but Demon Baby is a small auto turret that follows me, that will that will shoot stuff for me that gets close. The effect is pretty close to you, so it has to be an item that's pretty close. However, that was a lot of damage. However, I think it's kind of worth it. Significant chance we're going to die here. Especially in this room. The fact that I didn't die is amazing. Getting by the skin of my teeth here. We are getting some damage upgrades because we are taking damage. We're going to go ahead and spend some money on this. Taro Targe, probably a seed. 2 spades, double our keys real quick. Mostly looking for not so much trinkets, though I wouldn't say no to Curved Horn if the game offered it to me. Looking to get some Spirit Hearts here, which it's being pretty nice about. It's giving me a couple Spirit Hearts. I would like to get Curved Horn. What's this? Judgment. Let's go ahead and take Judgment outside. Hey, you. Give me stuff. Judgment could give me just about everything. Anything. Like, it doesn't really matter. He could give me food. Okay. That's fine. I do not want Butt Penny. Every time I pick up a penny, I gain, or it drops a fart. It's not all that good to me. Safety Cap is probably the best of the items we have right now here. I think we're done here. Pop the Hermit, immediately fight Super Greed. Not an amazing event. I would have preferred to actually have a shop here, given that we have a ton of money. And of course we get the quarter. Just giving us an extra 25 coins. We will be fighting Mom in just a second here, so I do want to find my item room before I commit to that. Make sure I get as much as I can out of this floor. We're probably going to win. Now that I have some Spirit Hearts to work with, I don't see any reason that we wouldn't win right now. It's a pretty close thing, though. Took a lot of very silly damage. Ow. That's even more silly damage. Book of Shadows is okay. It's not good. Let's just stand over here for a second. Field that heart. So Book of Shadows is okay. On use, it gives me just a shield. Lasts about, it's like 5 seconds or so. And while it is active, I can't take damage. Hi. Thank you. So it's a pretty good item. Problem is, I already have Blue Candle. I think Blue Candle is probably superior. Does a lot of damage really fast to enemies. Block shots, stuff like that. So it's generally a decent thing to have, and I think just better than Blue Candle. Or better than Book of Shadows right now. Blue Candle, better than Book of Shadows. There we go, I can speak. Not really, you can hear it in my voice, but, you know. Let's go ahead and just drop a bomb there. Drop a bomb there. Don't ask me why I did that. I don't have a good answer for you. So I just want to double check this last room down here. Mostly what I'm looking for is an arcade. We have a lot of health. And I could really use like an Ivy bag. That'd be awesome. Not particularly likely, but... No, we did find a 2-key room. That could be awesome. It could also suck. It's really hard to say. We're going to go find out. Damage is pretty good right now because I've taken so much damage. Nope. Terrible room. Didn't even pay me back my keys, damn it. Big floor, and we got Jack and all. I'm seeing a very little amount of, like, curse rooms this run. No arcades, even though we've had just so much money the entire time. It happens. I mean, this is a thing that does occur. Just weird. Couldn't save me the walk. I know I already checked this, I just want to make sure I bombed the correct location. No lucky penny. Don't ask me why I'm carrying this paralysis pill with me. It's just, it's there. Let's go ahead and pick that up real quick. Get myself that Spirit Heart. Increase survivability. It's good. It's a thing. I like not dying. Okay. Well, so much for this floor. We're going to very quickly take out Mom. So Mom is feared. Luckily, she is not quite as weird when she's feared as other items are. Other enemies. Not items. Took a little bit of damage. It's fine. It's blue health. Did have apparently a tinted rock over here. Let's go see what this is. Nothing good. And Mom goes down. Like I repeat. And Mom goes down. There we go. No deal with the devil, unfortunately. We did take a lot of damage that floor, though, so it's understandable. Curse the Blind. Not amazingly helpful. Not bad either. Just annoying. There's some more damage. If you came here today going, man, I hope Nye takes a lot of damage, yeah. I think I want to call those like deadly dingles or something like that. Holy crap, that's a big Diglett. That's a fast Diglett. So that you can see the concussion effect of butt bombs. Why not? Glad to see the announcer is not completely taking a vacation. Just all this damage I'm taking. To be honest with you, I probably should not have taken Curse of the Tower. You can probably attribute a lot of the damage that I've been receiving to that one item. Not all of it, just a large amount. I don't want that. I don't want it. It's not important. If it's not willing to be picked up by me instantly, it's not important. So we're kind of just looking for the boss here. I'm amazed that I'm fast enough to do that without taking damage. Mostly looking for the boss. Very little that I need otherwise right now. I mean, I wouldn't mind fighting a curse room. I wouldn't mind fighting. Finding basically any room right now. Any specialty room. Again, I do want to get IV bag if I can, but it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. Peep is annoying. He is feared, so he could jump just about anywhere. It's one of the enemies that I hate when they're feared. Come on, show me something. Okay. So we got a couple four-way guys here. Just gotta remember there's no safe place on these guys. Awesome. Okay, we got Mr. Fred. I was worried that it was going to be Double Trouble, because we're not doing that amazingly for Double Trouble, but that should be all the guys. We do not quite have the range for this. Thankfully, Mr. Fred is not a particularly hard fight. Burn him a little bit. Gonna get another blue candle shot off right about now. Didn't hit him, unfortunately. It traveled too far. Okay, there we go. He's dead. No deal with the devil. We do not get to see what we're getting, but we did get ceremonial robes, giving us 3 black hearts as well as a damage up. Do I care about the rest of this floor is the question. We can't get an arcade on this floor. It's not a floor 2. We need floor 2 to get an arcade. I kind of still want to look though. I do want a curse room. No. Only doing this to basically see if I can get a good card. No, but I can get a host who dies instantly. Curse room. Did I already check that one? Not a curse room. Secret room. That's the room I want. Ow. I don't know about the game, but I don't consider this to be a good item, or a good pill. One makes you larger, giving you a larger hitbox. I've done that run. It was fun, but I don't want to do it again. We are going to break all of these. One for the chance of getting a a tinted rock. One for the chance of getting a... There we go. Also wanted to see if we could maybe... Nice. What was this again? One makes you larger? No, bombs are key. It's about the same. Also looking to see if we get like a crawl space, something like that. I hate this room. I had to basically take purposeful damage there just to get out of it. Let's clear the floor. Why not? We're already going for a long run as it is. Let's grab that money. You never know when that money's going to be useful. He says already maxed out on money. Could still get a deal with the devil on the last floor. You can actually still get deals with the devil on the final floor. It does actually work now. So there's a regular mob trap room. Ow. Not worth. Okay, we're done. Didn't really get anything out of full clearing the floor either. That's a shame. Okay, so we have the Empress, which allows me to be the Whore of Babylon for a room, giving me increased speed, increased damage, and I think increased shots, or increased tears too. So I shoot faster. Let's go get that black heart that was back here. We're almost done with this run. Not gonna get much out of it, unfortunately. It's very unlikely that I'll be able to find the keys. We could still get Dad's key on the chest and fight Mega Satan. But apart from that, it's very unlikely we're going to be fighting Mega Satan on this run. Okay, so we're on the lookout for an arcade. I would prefer to have a blood bag, or I prefer to have an IV bag over blue candle at this point. Not particularly likely that we'll get that, but I'd like to have it. Stop him from dropping his crap. Literally. Take out these guys. And move on. Not a particularly amazing floor, not a hard one either. I think we're gonna probably be pretty good all the way up until the chest. In terms of damage and ability to play, I guess. Nope. Bad direction. Not the one direction, it's the wrong direction. This room is gonna suck. Mom's hand's gonna try to come down. I don't know which one's gonna be. That one. Okay, that wasn't bad. Would have been worse if I didn't have blue candle. Let's get that to go away. Turn those off. Deactivate the poops. We're not gonna even bother. There's very little those poops could actually give me that I'd actually want. Major thing would be something like spirit hearts, which they can drop. Ow. Golden key, opening up every chest. There's my arcade and my curse room. I only got one of each of those. Let's see what our arcade happens to give us. Key beggar. Interesting. So it's not going to be the arcade I wanted. So he's going to start dropping stuff for me. What we're looking for here is... No! Ah, damn it. Couldn't move it far enough. Sucks. Could have been really awesome. Nothing good. One makes you larger. Speed up, we finally get one. We've been going around with really low speed for basically the entirety of the game here. Glad that we're finally going to move a little bit faster. That was not the arcade I was looking for. You can be pretty well sure of that. Okay, well, just, yeah. So, butt bombs did the majority of the work for us. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get down to 1/2 a heart particularly easily, and I'm not going to lower myself down. Specifically for that boss trap room, as much as I would love to be in it. Come here, you. Polycephal's in a thin room. Not my favorite room. Not bad, just not my favorite room. Let's go get rid of these half-eaten diglets. Continue to break rocks. Get spirit hearts. Get stuff. Stop that laser from firing at me and move on. Almost got hit there. That would have been embarrassing. Okay. Should be seeing the boss sometime soon. This floor's taking a while. There's the boss. Question is, do I want to go and figure out what that last room is? But we've seen pretty much every major room on this floor, so I don't think there's any reason to. I think we're pretty good. Bombs are key. Not worth it. Okay, let's go ahead and pop the Empress. Get a little bit of speed upgrade. We're not going to be able to kill all of the lasers fast enough to stop Mom from jumping up there. We should be able to do pretty awesomely right now. Remember that the blue candle does block incoming shots. So it's pretty good whenever you can fire it. And Mom is gone. No deal with the devil, unfortunately. That was our last deal with the devil chance, apart from getting a Joker. This run did not turn into the breaking run that I was hoping for. Secret room, awesome. Nothing good in it. I don't really feel like bothering. Ow. Very hard to tell where Monster is going to jump when he's either feared or concussed. There are two effects I'm not incredibly happy with, but I'm not going to pass up on their effects. The good news about fear is occasionally that'll happen. Looking for Isaac. So, we're not going to be getting another, nice. High Priestess, awesome. We're not going to be getting another arcade, but we could get a boss trap room, mob trap room, curse room. Any of those are possible right now. All the damage we're taking is simply giving us increased damage. We're seeing a lot of chests. It's kind of unusual. Guess we'll go to the right and up, see if we can find something. We're not getting a lot of power items here, unfortunately, so we're kind of working by the skin of our teeth. When it comes to, like, score, we're not going to get, like, a swag bonus or anything like that. Had to kill those last guys to get that clear. Isaac's head, not particularly important. Experimental treatment could be good. Appears to have given me increased tears. It did take one. Experimental treatment is, it just shuffles your stats. I mean, that's really all it does. It's not amazingly good as an item, and you could lose out on it, but we're generally, like, not amazing anyways. So there wasn't much of a risk of us losing out on that. We don't have a ton of damage. We don't have, like, we have a ton of health. That's our major stat that we have. So taking the risk that experimental treatment would take away a health and give me something else was a pretty good risk. So we'll go ahead and beat the crap out of Isaac. I don't think we're going to lose this fight. Okay, we might lose this fight. Okay. Nope. Got killed by the rays. Couldn't move fast enough. Well, that's a shame. It was a pretty good run, but it just goes with my streak of losing lately. Glad you guys joined me. I'll see you next time.